So you might ask me, why do I have multiple comms and then a group of inputs associated with one comm and another group of inputs associated with other comm? And that's because I may have separate ways of wiring in sensors. I may have one group of sensors that I'm using that I need to wire up NPN, and the other group would be PNP. So that common associated with it can have two separate ways of being wired up. For instance, this one might be hooked up with a minus common, right? So then my switches would all be hooked up so that the minus, the plus then provides me the energy for, oh, didn't do that right. The plus provides me the energy to turn on that particular input. Okay. And that's pretty typical for switches. I would want to provide the back side of that switch with plus 24 volts. When I close that switch, energy can flow through the switch down to the input. Now the input sees plus 24 at this terminal, and then energy can flow inside the PLC out to the minus and turn on that input for the PLC. But over here, I may have a different situation. I may want to provide my common a plus 24 volts. And that's because I might have a special sensor over here where it's going to send basically a minus signal when it's turned on. And then if it sends a minus, then the energy flows this direction through the PLC. So there are cases where I want to run up that common. It's either wired to the plus or it's wired to the minus. And by having two separate commons and you split your input rail, I can set up this PLC with either style of sensors when I'm wiring up different kinds of sensors.